Hi, small business owners. It's Angie Noligan from Reconciled Solutions. I've been trying to help small business owners navigate choppy waters as it relates to economic crisis and the COVID-19 virus. So something occurred to me today. There's a huge positive impact as it relates to paying your employees FFCRA wages and that PPP loan money that you received. So here's what I just kind of figured out today. So there's this FFCRA Act. If you're not familiar, it's the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. And it entitles an employee who has children at home who are not at school or at their daycare because of the coronavirus. Those folks are entitled to up to 12 weeks of paid leave at 2/3 of their wages, because parents have to be staying home and taking care of their kids and being teachers now too, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what the rule is. It was executed on April 1st, which is the first day of the second quarter of 2020, coincidentally. So now we've got a bunch of people that have gotten PPP loans, right? So you've got this loan calculation for forgiveness based on 75% of your payroll, and 25% is based on utilities and rent and things of that nature. So how do these two interact? So what's tricky about this is that if you have an employee that qualifies for FFCRA pay, the government is fronting that money, so to speak, for you. So your employee is staying home and caring for their children because the children aren't at their normal place. Okay, so they can be paid those FFCRA wages, which is like a separate spot when you're filing for your payroll. And because it's like on a separate line, so to speak, the funds are allocated differently. You cannot apply for loan forgiveness on those funds, okay? So if you got that PPP money and you have an employee who cannot fulfill their work duties because they're at home with their children, then what happens here is you kind of have extra wages in your PPP money, and you could allocate that someplace else. So maybe there's another employee that you could bring back. Maybe there's some more work you can give one of your other employees who is able to work. Maybe there's a new project on your mind that you haven't been able to fund in the past. Those are all potential ideas for the extra funds that are available. Since the FFCRA wages paid to the employee who is on FFCRA leave is not able to be at work, the government will reimburse you for those wages, and your PPP money over here should be used to put people back to work. That's what the money is intended for. It's to put people back to work. And in this case, if you're a small business owner and you have somebody who's being paid wages on FFCRA, that opens up this other opportunity to potentially use your PPP money for a project or an employee who you hadn't thought of before. So I thought that was really kind of cool. And I wanted to share it with you in case you're in that situation. I know a lot of us are in the situation where there's not, there's not childcare and there's not school going on. And it might be a really good opportunity to try something new in your business and be able to use the funds that you received from the PPP loan and have it be fully forgiven. Excited to share this message with you. Again, it's Angie Knoll from Reconciled Solutions.